Hey there folks, rinimt here and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV in the last part. Well, we had a lot of story actually, and we can finally leave Ul'dah, yay! And we need to head off to the airship landing and all that, but before that we have another side quest that became available, yay! Help me, Lord of the Dance. Lynn, the plowman approaches, beware, for the impetuous Mikote always leads a merry dance. You there? Yes, darling, you. They say you're the last with the brass. Well, they call me that too, but for different reasons. Name's Plowman, and I earn my keep as a dancing girl in these markets. Aye, it's a living and a good one, but it's not exactly what I set out to be when I bid farewell to the mudflats. I know, isn't that the way the tale curls? Still, I should like to be one of those dancers, Dexter. You know, the sort they engage for the grand balls. To be a dancer of craft, not mere wiles, and keep company in high society. Course, I'd have to learn a proper sort of dancing, less shimmy, more stately, and that's where you come in, darling, because I have a quarry for you to track down. They say a dancing master named Giano is in town. All the highborn ladies are a flutter wanting to take lessons with him. He's the best, that's the word. This is my chance to be something finer than Minnie the Minx. Go to the steps of THAL and ask around about him, won't you? Okay. Luckily, the steps of THAL are literally right in front of us, so let's go ahead and do that. So you'll probably notice I'm really bad about putting Fists of Earth on. It's, like I said, it's just so underwhelming. Like, oh my gosh. It really is. Alright. And luckily we have one of our four people we need to ask about right here. Master Gino? Oh, it's lovely what he teaches, but Stray is something. You must dance for him and show some innate quality. Why, he wouldn't even accept Master Gigi Ruju, that diamond crystal crumpet. And she was quite the danseuse already. Okay. I accidentally skipped a line there. My apologies. Sometimes it just happens, especially when you are using the mouse a lot. Right up here, looks like we have another one, possibly another. Yes, another one. Oh, of course, I know where Master Giano is. Don't you see these roses on my cheeks and the ever so slight droop in my supple carriage? I've just come from practice. Oh, you can stop wondering who the belle of the ball is to be next, man. With what Master Giano taught me, I've no doubt that I'll dazzle the masses. Where can you find him? Well, I oughtn't say, but oh, why not? You should find him on the Hustings Strip. He said he was headed to the airship landing. Oh, okay. Let's head there then, because, well, that's where the quest is taking us anyway. And additionally, we do actually need to head for the Hustings, or the airship landing, so it works out, right? Alright, yep. Looks like we have the last person we need to talk to right up here. This luscious lady. Oh, another one of the Master Giano's camp followers. So cute. You know he comes from Coerthus, don't you? Travels the world teaching the art of the dance. They say he was the youngest dancing master ever to leap the lens. That he had a large estate, a fine stable, and a coat of crown sable. Why anyone would leave all of that is beyond me. When I think about that, it gives me shivers, you know? Why, if he weren't leaving Ul'dah today, I'd consider permitting him the pleasure of my person. Oh, don't look so shocked. Mayhap when he returns. So, it seems he's leaving today, but hey, look, he is in this area, which works for us. And literally right next to the gatekeeper for the airship landing. Master Giano, I am him, and you are an adventurous parent, but what business brings an adventurer to a dancing master, I wonder? Attacked. You will not answer where no question has been asked. It is the feet that must persuade, not the tongue. Now dance for me! Alright, let's do a slash dance for him. This is another emote that we currently have available to us. The vessel's rude, but the wine within may yet be found. Unfortunately, there is much call on my time, and I am bound for another land. I will make a dancer of you when next I return to the city. There you are. Heard anything good? Hope you're not wasting time with that looker there. Oh, Master Gano, I am Plumen the Danzus, and I would speak with you. It is my greatest desire to become a dancer Dexter, and perform in the grand ball. Please, my lord, won't you teach me? So, it is not the adventurer who wishes to tread the parquet, but this stammering maiden. Child, I sift people to find dancers. Do you understand? Then let us see whether you can master these steps. That's how they do it in high society, huh? I can be the last with class. Just watch. Hideous, grotesque, your dancing stands alongside the calamity in its horror. Well, those words might cow your high-born ladies, Master Gino, but where I come from, we take our lumps and keep on twirling. Now, what exactly didn't you like? Child, you rely overmuch on appearances. You go from pose to pose, pleasing to pleasing. That is not dance, but crude fascination. Adventurer, look sharp and take your turn on the floor. I can't take my eyes off of you. I mean, you're not exactly good. You'd be picking rotten orange piss out of your eyebrows if you did that at the market, but it's a story, isn't it? A dance is a story, and I have nothing to say. Because I haven't lived, just made a living. Aye, child, Aelge's eyes are easy to please, and you have squandered these years striking your poses when you could have learned a craft. Still, you have courage, I'll warrant that. I am weary of teaching so many who have lived, but in ways too alike. I wonder if you have courage enough. Do you dare start anew, to be a dancing girl no longer, to learn a true craft? I dare! I will learn the craft of adventuring! Do you adventure for fun or gain? Do you have to be very good with weapons? Those moves you make with your arms, is that some fighty thing? I want what you've got, darling. The way to the grand balls through quests and dungeons. I'll learn to slog. Learn to slug. And I'll learn to dance. Thank you, my lady. Thank you. I'm off to the Adventurers Guild. You've taught me so much, and I'll never forget that dance you showed me. Did she choose a mere adventure over me, master among masters? My airship departs the strange city soon. Dance your rude yet poison dance. Adventurer, mayhap you will affect more aspirants as did Pomolin. And mayhap I shall hang up my dancing shoes and start anew. So we learn a new emote. That is another option for a quest reward is emotes. So this one can be done by typing / ball dance. I actually don't really like this one. So, character, I'm trying to find that one. Alright, so it's literally just all the job quests that it's trying to get me. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my hotbar, actually. I normally don't, but it's gonna be nice to have, I believe. So let's speak with the lift attendant. So we could just go back down to the Ruby Road Exchange, or we can go to the airship landing. This is lift that goes all the way up and down between the different parts of Ul'dah. Alright. You can see this other person here has a cutscene, so... Greetings, madame. This is the reservation counter for passengers traveling to LIMSALOMINSA. If I'm not mistaken, you are the Flame General's envoy, Arya Ariana. Yes. Highwind Skyways is at your service. Will you be flying with us today? Yep. Let's go. Let's go, go, go. Oh. Okay, we're just gonna teleport in. And go here, which we can no longer see because camera, I guess. Let us board the airship. Attention all passengers, the airship bound for LIMSALOMINSA is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gate. Realize I don't know where my phone is, and I know it's not muted. When first we met beneath the Sultan tree, I sensed there was something unusual about her. I wonder if they will feel the same. Godspeed, Arya. Godspeed. If I'm right, they'll be singing your praises from here to the far reach before long. May you always walk in the light of the crystal. There's my phone. Like I said, I know it's not muted, so I don't want to ding it off.
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Egrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till Lake lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great Midgard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest. Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balzar.
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cartano. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus's plan.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Othard, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume.
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all. Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
Garland. Soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
Okay, welcome to LIMSALOMINSA. So we need to speak with the Storm Honor Guard, and we need to find our way out of here, which requires going to the Arrivals Attendant. Ah, you must be the envoy from Ul'dah. Welcome to Madame Admiral Blofswin awaits your arrival. Alright. You're the Ul'dah envoy. Welcome to LIMSALOMINSA. The Admiral has been looking forward to your arrival. Please proceed to the Crow's Lift at your earliest convenience. It will take you to the Bulwark Hall. Once there, pray speak with THAL. He will be pleased to show you into the Admiral's command room on the bridge. Okay, so we need to take the lift. Sound familiar? Let's go to the Bulwark Hall, because that's actually where we need to go. So, LIMSALOMINSA, as I've said before, this place is basically my infinite loading place. I always take forever to load, because there's always so many people here. There's a good reason for it, and we'll get to it, but yeah, LIMSALOMINSA is just... I try and avoid this place so much. I was gonna say like the plague, but I don't think that really works anymore, so yeah, I just try and avoid LIMSALOMINSA. So as you can see, we have quests to do. If we look at recommendations, you can see we have a lot, including some more classes, specifically Arcanist Fisher, which is a gathering one, like Miner, and Rogue. But for now, let's just go ahead and continue the story, because it's right here. Greetings, Madame, and welcome to our fair city. If you permit me to examine the seal on the missive you carry. Here you go. Yes, everything seems to be in order. My apologies, we cannot afford to be complacent. You understand? Please, step this way.
Enter. So the silver-tongued merchants send an adventurer to speak for them. It appears the Ul'dahs place great faith in you.
Do you have shrews around? I can kill shrews.
This way. I bid you welcome. I am Melve Blufisvin, Admiral of LIMSALOMINSA, and Commander of the Maelstrom. Now, what news from Thanalan?
A memorial service to honor the fallen. Seven hells. Has it been 5 years? 5 years since the Garlean Empire sought to wrest Eorzea from our grasp. It was an answer to the Imperial threat that the city-states formed the Grand Companies and forged the Eorzean alliance anew. But Garlemald was not content to wager all on a simple contest of martial might. They had other plans. The Meteor Project. Legatus Nail van Dornus, Hell's take 'em, intended to cleanse our realm by snatching the lesser moon Dalamund from the heavens and casting it down upon our heads. Desperate to prevent this lunatic scheme, we marched our forces to the Cartano Flats, and there met the 7th Imperial Legion in battle. Never have I seen a fight like the Battle of Cartano, and I have seen full many. But though we gave no quarter, spared not one ounce of effort, we could not prevent what followed. From inside the shell of Donna came a winged nightmare, a dragon the size of a bloody city. 'Twas the other primal, Bahamut, bent on making an 8th hell of Eorzea. In the space of a breath, the legions of the Empire were set aflame, while our own armies fared little better. 'Twas as if the whole world was burning. Words cannot describe the scene. And yet, by some miracle, a few among us were spared. Even as I steeled myself for death, a blinding white light enveloped me, robbing me of my senses. When I regained them, the dragon was gone, and the still smoldering land was warped beyond all knowing. Were Archon Louis still with us, he would doubtless shed some light on these unfathomable happenings. Alas, he is not. I fear we will want for his wisdom in the days to come. For while our nations struggle to recover from the devastation, the beastmen call forth their damned primals to torment us anew. Unless we put aside our differences and rebuild now, our foes will catch us unprepared. I speak not only of the beastmen. Do not imagine that the Empire has forsaken its claim on Eorzea. The Imperials crowd our borders, waiting to strike. Damn it all, we need champions to replace those we lost. And such thoughts are worse than worthless. Time is short, and none will save us save ourselves. It is the duty of every soul who survived the calamity to work together for the good of Eorzea, and this memorial service may be the very thing to unite us. Aye, Raban has the right of it. I accept his proposal. Your duty is done here, adventurer. I'll see to it that the Flame General receives my reply. You travel next to Gridania, yes? Yep. Pray give my regards to the Elder Seer. Oh, and tell her the wolf has been sniffing around the stables. A private jest, and one of poor taste, but would have you tell it all the same. Fare you well, Arya. May the navigator guide you on your journey. Alright. So. We have quests here. I honestly have not even decided what I'm going to do with the quests in Limsa and Gridania yet. Like, I want to do them. I'm going to go towards them for now. But at the same time, it's like... Oh my gosh. We're gonna basically have the same amount we had in Ul'dah, just all over again. But, otherwise, Nasum of the Bruger Consortium seeks the services of a conveniently unoccupied adventurer. Excuse me, miss, but might you have a moment or two to spare? You seem the type who enjoys being accosted for menial tasks, and I require someone to make a delivery to the dutiful sisters of the Otherwise. I wouldn't be surprised if you hadn't heard of them. The sisters prefer not to advertise their presence here in LIMSALOMINSA. I literally just arrived like 5 minutes ago, okay? They do, however, provide a rather unique service for which the Bruger Consortium has recently been the beneficiary. I would have you deliver this package to the doorman, onward, along with our profuse gratitude. We'll do I'll do the ones in town. How's that sound? Or just barely outside town, and I'll deal with the ones outside later. So, yes, welcome to LIMSALOMINSA. There's a lot of people here. And also welcome to Fanfrit. The Goblin Merchant Sweetnix, oh my gosh, I need to find a way to turn down crowd sounds, appears to be in some distress. God. Sweetnix is beauteous, gaudy, and crafty smart trade maker. Sweetnix makes busy deal with uplanders. Need to deliver a letter to get the mail then, but Sweetnix has a shiver shakes. Uplander wants to pay the mail then for Sweetnix. Uplander deliver letter to text lady Talja. Also, we have some Andorites to interact with. And if I can talk to examine the right thing, that would be a very good start. What? My... Yeah, it's not gonna let me do that. Okay. Swissblade, the right place. Swissblade, the master merchant of the Hawker's Alley, wants you to look into current market prices. You, miss, adventurer, I have work for you. I would have you pose as a customer and survey the market's current prices. Surely I did not see you balk at so simple a task. All you need to do is strike up a conversation with the shop owners and glance over their wares. There are 3 merchants that interest me. Iron Thunder, Kyokyorun, and Sinahel. Sinahel? Write down all you see on this bracelet and hand it to Bainsing on West Hawker's Alley. He shall reward you for your service. Okay, so part of the reason why there is so many people here, since we did kind of pass by it, is you see these market boards here? These are literally the closest ones to an Aetherite, so a lot of people come here to do that, and it's just kind of become a social gathering hub, basically. Well met, last. Cast your peepers over these beauties. Not a spot of rust to be found. Every piece fresh from the forges of Naldic families. Okay. Cool. Well, I'm passing by. Hello, Dodozan. Good for what ails you. Hey, we get another emote. I feel like this is similar to the ball dance we got. There is a hectic flush of panic on Dodozan's face as he looks wildly about Hawker's round. Oh dear, my cask of ale is gone, and it had to be the one ordered by someone who doesn't brook tardiness. I would bring the matter to the maelstrom or perhaps seek help from the Yellow Jackets, but my client would likely frown on involving anyone official. Adventurers such as yourself, though, would be capable of doing a little unofficial investigating. Would you find the stolen ale for me? It was right outside Fisherman's Bottom. Someone that surely saw something. What's that? You would have the client's name? Oh, none of that. Discretion creates opportunities. Now go to Fisherman's Bottom and make your inquiries before this coal of mine grows worth. Bloody executioners. Yeah, this is like literally like the ball dance one we just did. Literally. Alright. Kyokyo Room welcomes a welcome customer. Kyokyo Room loves his lovely trade. Kyokyo Room's goods are goodly made. Oh gosh. A fine evening to you, miss. What can I interest you in? Why, you seem interested in most everything, don't you? Is this another one of those investigations? Well, I have nothing to hide. Okay. Conveniently, our target is right here. And also, I went right by that. You're the one what made a list for Swell's Plate? Let's have it then. Here you go. Nothing's wrong. It's oft times get pirates stealing stolen goods at cutthroat prices, and that drives the numbers down right across Hawker's Alley. Thanks to these reports, though, we can tell at a glance when shady dealings are taking place. Good work, lass. Alright, we get some for shards and a whole 50 experience. You can tell these were kinda meant for, not this level. Well, we do have to go back, so let's grab this Aethernet shard. So here we have the Arcanist Guild. So these are your ones who will summon the little carbuncles you see around, like this one. However, we are not going to talk to the receptionist, we're going to talk to you. Where's Sweetnix with those import records? Without the proper documentation, I'm afraid we shall have to expel him from the city. Right here. Why, these are Sweetnix's records. Glad I am to see they were submitted in time. Honestly, you would think that Goblin would have lost his fear of our offices by now. Every month he has to submit these papers, and every month his tardiness forces me to consider his removal. As long as one follows proper procedure, LIMSALOMINSA is quite welcoming to foreign traders. Pray convey these words to Sweetnix. Perhaps it will aid in soothing the poor Goblin's fears. So we have to go back, which is convenient because I have a shard to get. And I have the right way to go. And there was a quest, wasn't there? There was totally a quest, and I just totally ignored it. Tolja of Maelven's Gate needs help collecting duty on imported goods. Here at Maelven's Gate, we inspect all the goods that are imported into LIMSALOMINSA and collect duty as the law requires. Some merchants, however, seek to evade this obligation. We must chase them down. I'd be grateful if you could deliver these two ledgers, one to a man named Sundhimmel, who you'll find at the Octon, and the other to a woman named Letitia, who works at the Bismarck. If you're uncertain as to the whereabouts of the Bismarck, ask Sundhimmel when you meet him, and he will point you in the right direction. So we actually have to go to him first. Conveniently. Alright. So we need to head back, because, like I said, I missed that shard, and then we'll head south. Yeah, honestly, I just don't like getting around LIMSALOMINSA in general. So, get the shard that I missed. Gosh dang it. Okay, we now have access to Hawker's Alley, and we are currently lagging. But, I mean, we're ice skating, and oh, darn it. And I need to go down there. Can I jump? I can jump! Oh, hey. Hello, fireworks. So... Wow, the lag. Yeah, I still dislike LIMSALOMINSA. Turns out. So here is the Fisherman's Guild. It's actually a quest here. Well, just grab it back in the water. Sisippo, the Fisherman's Guild, wants to order a new fishing boat. The calamity really knocked the wind out of the fishing industry's sails, but fisherfolk are starting to return to the seas once more. It's past time I did the same. But before I can put out to sea again, I need to have a new boat built. Our guild has always commissioned. Now they can buy mellies for its crafts, and they are beastly busy these days. You want for something to do, mayhap you could run over to the Armorer's Guild and consult with Forge Master Ananza in my stead. I wouldn't know how long we might expect to have to wait. So yeah, we're essentially going through our list of our tour around LIMSALOMINSA quests, much like we did in Ul'dah. So I want to go over here first. I have to think. After a cask, well, can't rightly say if it's your cask. There was a big fella come by recently carrying one. He asked me if I had smoked Mackies, what would go down nice with ale. 'Tain't the thing I would know, neither. The loose wore black, and you know what that means. The bloody executioners. Did I see someone walk off with a cask of ale? Why, sure, it was during the afternoon offloading. Fellow didn't look like a thief, though. Hoisted the cask and walked right on over to Astolicia. Okay, sounds like we have a destination. Or we still have someone to talk to beforehand. Looking for Dodozon's cask of ale, eh? I'll help you. Dodozon ain't a bad sort. For a swiping trader. There was a toper come asking after the cask. Wanted to know if it was ale, the poxy fool. Okay. Okay. So, this guild is kind of special. So, Rogue was not originally in the initial release, which is why you can't actually start as one. You have to get to level 10 to be able to start as one. So, like, you can't actually walk in these doors. You actually have to be able to click the door to go in. It's... I don't know. I don't know how to fully explain it, but that's kind of how it is. Apologies. Water. This is a dutiful sisters of the otherwise. A house of deep reflection and meditation. So unless you've proper business with us, you can kindly bugger off. I kind of do. What's this in? A parcel from the Brugair Consortium? Let's have a peek inside. Oh, walnut bread and ginger cookies, and a few of them Bismarck finger sandwiches too. Them Consortium Coles know the right way to show appreciation. Some of them sisters have unholy appetite, so I'd best save a few bites for myself after I take this inside. Ul'dah just nods to know that we're always here should her boss have need of us again. Alright, and you'll see he also has a quest for us, which would be... Are you the last that goes by the name of Arya? Knew it. We like to snilch all the rising talent, and from what I hear, you're head and shoulders above the rest. You can handle yourself as well as I say. You might as well be used to us. Forget all that, sisters of the Eloise Bullocks. That's just a bit of fun to fob off the curious cold. We're Guild of Rogues, lass, and it's mainly our marks as does the Prairie. Me and mine work in the shadows of Limsa, taking a keen edge to the rooks and cacklers what have earned themselves milling. We don't tout for members, but every now and again we might offer a promising young cove a place in the ranks. If you have interest in joining us, tip your dandles and we'll put a hilt in each one, just like the gods intended. So what do you say, fancy learning a new trade? So, that's how you can become a rogue. Not for you, eh? Suit yourself. Me and me chaste sisters will pray for your immortal soul and so on. Yeah, I still don't know what I'm gonna do about extra classes, like, honestly. Okay. Oh, excuse me. I have the hiccups right now. So... Okay, seriously. Of all the times to get hiccups, why now? Oi. Oi. Okay. So we do need to head to the upper decks, but we do have a couple of quests to go to turn in by the Aetherite. This is another job quest, one we can't get yet because it's level 60. And welcome back to the crowd. It may take a moment to load. Okay, Sweetnix, you have to be in this crowd, don't you? Uplander delivered letter to Gate of Mail then. Uplander has wide heart of swift leg. Tax Lady Taja has kind backwards for Sweetnix. Sweetnix has outflow of joy for Tax Lady Taja. Sweetnix is happy gobby. Gives Uplander jingly shine. A whole 103 gil for having to deal with one of the laggiest parts in the game. Thanks. You've delivered the package as I requested. Good, very good. I shall pass on the sister's sentiment to my superior. What manner of services do the beautiful sisters provide? Continue to stay in LIMSALOMINSA and you'll likely find out soon enough. In fact, if you're confident in your abilities and comfortable with the unconventional, you might wish to approach them yourself. Already tried. Accidentally. But still already tried. Shoot. That is back down there, so let's... We do have you here. Let's just... A ledger from Melvin's Gate, you say? Yup. Yeah, more outstanding duty payments. When will those merchants ever learn? Very well. If I catch sight of any offenders, I shall drag them to the gate, kicking and screaming if needs be. One more ledger bound for the Bismarck, you say? Follow this path to the upper decks and you'll find a place. Got it. But first, I need to go back down to the Fisherman's Guild. Just because I simply didn't see the fact that the arrow started pointing over here. Let's head on to this boat. Yay, we're on a boat and we have to go all the way up the boat. Up all the stairs. Which is not that way. It's this way. Up more stairs. Where are you? There you are. What are you looking at? This is a dance duel. A dance duel. Much more important than anything you got. Much more. You may be able to scamper up the rig into the crow's nest, but can't you get down? Not for Siren's teeth, you great clodhopper. Begging pardon, Captain, but there's ain't no Mikote alive heavier on their feet than the great Galuthan Rogadin such as yourself. Ha ha ha, well said, Captain. Well retorted, you bloody Sunseeker. Was you a Moonkeeper? What other lands they got there? Bah, who even cares, am I right? Who are you, anyway? There's a whole passel of you afore, but now there's only one. That's a miser's trick it is. No, nothing worse than a miser. This horse and what was a or admirable. What was his name? He didn't like no drinking nor dancing. Bad for his corals? That can't be right. Where's my hiccups when I need them? They were mistimed. Corals, huh? Of course you're right there, lassie. Should never doubt me so. Anyways, this Madrigal, I'll call him Madrigal Pinchfist. Past decrees like that he was far say he decreed no dancing within the hands reach of spirits. But no Madrigal smarter than a sailor man. We just stopped reaching with our hands altogether. When we invented step dancing, that showed Madrigal Pinchfist and his corals. Aye, that's right, lassie. Gets me all fired up, too. Makes you think, like, oh, I know you want to dance. All this time, I just thought you was being churdless, but... No, I insist. Dance first, talk later. That's the way of it. Why, you can't see fox dancing like Salem folky do. Could swear there was 3 of you, or was I just... Never mind, you're practically a sister now. You ask me anything. A cask of Protozon's ale, carried off from Fisherman's Bottom, my very own self I did. Hence, to matter of fact, we'd already drunk all we had aboard. Of course, Protozon's getting paid for it someday. Don't make a difference if he frets a night or 2. Why, you reprobate whoreson, that's the tale of the cask you lugged in. Blackguard, you dare call yourself a bloody executioner, all hugger-mugger, but what belongs to who? Protozon has a cause not to mule about the colors we wear, and you play him for a fool? I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking it through. Got to fix that, I do. It's what they call a coral fallen. Adventure, I beg pardon for my man, I swear. Limley mistook him for an oyster and gave him grit for brains when she made him. Since you're already here, how about you square our account with Protozon? Take this payment to him? We'd be much obliged. I blame the wildfire smoke that's coming in right now. Dance with us and all, so I'm trusting the guild won't inspire any moral failings in you. That's some long keel haul after all, because if you take my meaning. Alright. Can we jump off? That is a big resounding no. We cannot. So... we can jump here though, thankfully. And jump not there, because that's not a way one can go. I'm doing very good at this. Alright, we need to go back up there, and then we can head for the upper decks. And finish our tour of LIMSALOMINSA. We still aren't seeming to find all the quests of go out and kill 5 blah blah blahs. I shall forever be the Shrew Slayer, unless they have them here. There you are, not a moment too soon. Did you find my ale? Yes. Well, that's the price I was to receive, but where did you get it? Oh, from the bloodier, I mean the clients themselves. I see. Yes, there's always some blustery young fellow like that. Hasn't earned his swallows or stars yet, I'll wager. cards, you say? Captain Monske is kind to say so, I'm sure. But I hail from Ul'dah. Will you trade with anyone if they've gilded pay? Pirates, princes, they're all the same to me. And if I know these particular pirates, and I do, there'll be another cask soon to drink away this little fracas. Many thanks, adventurer. No problem. We now have learned the step dance. Betting we learn another one when we get to Gridania. But let's head for the upper decks. Hasn't been too bad so far. Okay, quest literally right in front of our face. Not bad, is it here? Not terrible, honestly. A sheepish request needs help replenishing the Bismarck's larders. And I think I spoke too soon. But you're an adventurer. Beg your pardon, good madam. But you are an adventurer, are you not? Realize this, son, but we urgently need help restocking our larders. We are in the midst of preparing a full-course meal for soon-arriving guests. But I fear we are short on fresh lamb for the main course. I'd be grateful if you could procure 4 slices for us. I dare say it would be quickest to obtain these directly from the source. Wild lambs. In case you are unfamiliar with the creatures, I suggest you speak with Abelfar, a sentry station in Bulwark Hall, just below the Drowning Wench. Okay. Which we have to do anyway. I massively spoke too soon. So welcome to the Culinarians Guild. Not cooking, Culinarians Guild. Tax evaders among our patrons, you say? Goodness me. I dare say this may well put an end to their appetite, but this is in the best interest of the city-state. If any of the merchants named in this ledger come to dine with us, I shall see that mail on this gate is notified without delay. Cool. Of course you have a quest for me. 1,000 words. Needs help. Needs someone to report a bilking patron. We spare no effort to ensure that all our patrons enjoy the finest food and hospitality, and so it is doubly hurtful when someone decides to leave without setting the bill. Nary a bell ago, a first-time patron did just that. Prosciutto is one who lovingly prepared the man's meal. She's quite upset by the whole affair, but has taken upon herself to draw an illustration of the offender. I trouble you to deliver it to the Yellow Jackets on our behalf. Prosciutto should have done adding the finishing touches by now. Okay. I was gonna say, was that another quest? No, it was just the class accept quest. God, I put my heart and soul into the grilled dodo. If I ever get my hands on that scoundrel, I'll grind his bones to make my bread. Here it is, my rendition of the criminal. Please deliver it to Goldberg at the Coral Tower. He'll know what to do. Okay. I will do that. Right after I interact with the Internet Shard. Very important. Very important that we go the right path. Insert, I still don't like getting around this city. Many reasons I avoid it. Many reasons. Although, License to Reeve would like to make you a completely legal proposition. You want for coin, adventurer? Do you fancy working for the Kraken's Arms, one of the greatest pirating crews in Limsa? If you're interested, take yourself up these here steps to the balcony above and talk to Carvalane, our captain. Do right by him, and he'll do right by you. Okay. I do not do good pirate accents, I guess. Greetings, friend, and welcome to the 7th stage. Purveyors of the finest spices from the East. All of our products are guaranteed obtained through completely legal means. Oh, you do not seek spices. Sorry, chat's making me laugh. Do not seek spices, but employment? Well then, let us speak of how you might be of service to our organization. Our misery returned from Relais voyage, preparing exotic spices never before seen in Eorzea. I prepared 2 samplers, each of which I would have you deliver to certain individuals. The first is Grenade, who you find at the Coral Tower. The second is Master LIMSA, head chef at Bismarck. And do make certain the right person gets the right set. Go now. You can return here once you've accomplished the task. Yep, we're definitely in tour LIMSA mode. I want to get done. I want to get done this part. You know, like, it's been so long just trying to get to LIMSA. Like, so welcome to the Marauders Guild. This is the Marauders Guild. Welcome to the headquarters of the Yellow Jackets. The keepers of the peace and LIMSALOMINSA are all I can assist you with. A sample of spice courtesy of the 7th stage, you say? There is no mistake. This is fire sand, and the kind used by the Garleans beside. Quite intriguing. Very well. We'll consider placing an order. Oh, you thought you had brought me spice. I see you're not familiar with the Carvelanisms. For the sake of convenience, he uses the word spice to refer to literally anything he procured on the high seas. Lest you worry, the man isn't engaged in any activity that is considered piracy. Far from it. Think of him as a trader, a heavily armed one who represents Liminsan interests in eastern lands. If you say so. Lost and found. Needs help with a growing problem with Liminsa. Alarming number of citizens have gone missing of late. Oh no. Though I suspect you've already heard the rumors. Literally been here like 20 minutes, buddy. It is essential that we ascertain their safety. To this end, I have prepared a list based on reports from our citizens. Would you be so kind as delivered to my colleague in Bolrakar? Nadalika is her name. My thanks in advance, friend. Sure. Oh my gosh, we have so many quests here. A bilker at the Bismarck, and you have an honest rendition of the man? What in the 7 hells is this supposed to be? It looks more like a prow of a ship than the man's face. Look, we would like nothing more than to bring the defender to justice. 'Tis our duty, after all. However, we'll need a little bit more to go on than this piece of art. It'd be easier for all involved if Shushmo would come here and answer some questions. Please relay to her as much. Okay. We still don't have another quest for me, so we have to head back to Culinarian's Guild, but before we leave, I do believe we have an Aethernet shard to examine here. Alright. Sue spoke with Gilbert. Haha, within the bell, the Yellow Jackets will have that swindling scoundrel locked in the dungeon cell, and I'll take my filleting knife and... Huh? Gilbert wants me to go to the Coral Tower for questioning? What more information does he want that my drawing doesn't already provide? Isn't a picture supposed to paint 1,000 words? It's simple from the 7th stage. Alright, let's have a whiff of it then. Ain't smelled nothing like it before. The note as come what it says it's a root what grows in Ul'dah. Last I heard, Ul'dah was under Imperial rule. How the 7 elves of Carvalay managed to get hold of this? Anyway, I reckon I can cook up something fresh and new. Thanks for the delivery, friend. Alright, so let's go back and let the pirate know. We got his goods delivered. Don't know if it really matters which way I take, honestly. This is probably a little easier. And I hit sprint, and it totally did not recognize that I hit sprint. Welcome back. It would seem both samples were rather well received, and this is in no small part due to our affable courier. It is unfortunate, but notoriety accumulated over the course of years does not fade overnight. There are many still who are hesitant to do business with savage pirates. At the old days of piracy have passed, giving way to a new wave of opportunity. My crew and I have decided to embrace this wave. With the Admiral's blessing, we engage in the form of trade with Garlean ships. Everything we do, you may rest assured, is within the law. As long as you say so. This is... oh, herbalist? Okay. Okay, just random items. Got it. I'm like, what the heck shop is this? Alright. Looks like... yeah, we have to go back to the Armorer's Guild, which is there, and then also Bulwark Hall. However, we have that down here in the level 30 quest. Can't do that. believe this is the last shard here. I think. Maybe? It is. It would seem as though all the Ethernet shards on LIMSALOMINSA, so the Zephyr Gate, the Tempest Gate, and the Airship Landing are now accessible as Ethernet destinations. Now we're getting all those. So before it actually just said whatever gate, it didn't actually tell you what area it was in. So it was like, oh gosh, what area does this actually go to? But thankfully, they have since fixed that. So, right down here we have both the Armorers and the Blacksmith Guild. They are in the same area. Probably because they pretty much use the same stuff. They just make different pieces of equipment. A new boat for the Fisherman's Guild. I'm afraid now isn't the best time. You see, we have recently taken on a commission for a galleon. This task alone has all our hands full. But look, I'll see what I can do. The Fisherman's Guild has long been one of our best clients, and I would loathe to disappoint Sissy Boo. It may yet take a while, but I shall endeavor to have her boat ready in a timely fashion. Go ahead and grab the potions and take your quest. It's a simple yet profitable task for an interested adventurer. Are you in need of some trifling task to pass the time? Then I have just the job for you. Batherun is offering a reward to any adventurer who slays at least 5 wharf rats. Oh, I get to be a rat slayer along with a shrew slayer? Oh man, there's no shortage of the pests lurking outside the Tempest Gate, so you should hurry and take advantage of this opportunity. Is there a quest in here? No, it's just the 2 different guild starts. So I believe still have that one. And we also need to go to the lower decks. We may not finish Limsa this part. And get to Gridania. Get ready to go to Gridania. Akalkia has advice for any adventurers heading into the missing member. If you're looking for a place to wet your whistle, Greg, I'd advise you to turn tail and run. Captain Rochewin's in no mood to be entertaining customers this morning, and even when she is, she ain't particularly good at it. Though maybe dealing with the customers is sort of the shite what might shake her from her doldrums. But if you mean to venture inside the missing member, you'd best remember to pay your respects to Captain. Less afraid you ain't afraid of going missing. Kneeling before her would be a good start. Alright, so we're gonna have to kneel before her. I suppose. Kneel. Once I learn how to type. Oh, so she knows her place. Good. Only the Krakens have the same sense of propriety. Bastards keep seizing every Garlean ship before we can take a crack at them. It is a sorry state of affairs when your crews are reduced to preying on the lemons of that mangy bunch of man-boys. Me younger self would be right disappointed to see how far we've fallen. So we have to show her how much we're disappointed. As I literally go through the table. I'm not disappointed. So you do know something of me pain, but your sympathy ain't worth more than a pint of piss. It's well and good we got the Admiral's permission to capture Garlean ships, but what's the use if you keep on getting bit to your prey? We built a reputation reaming right off the coast of Ilbrin, not sailing a dozen bombs into the bloody sea. The few Imperial docks found in LIMSALOMINSA territory get snatched up by the Krakens hunting in open waters. I rallied me crew's spirits when I said we were reviving the old ways, but after all our struggles, they seem resigned to letting those bastards have all the fun. Alright, let's / rally. Huh? You trying to make a lie to me dilemma? Don't push your luck, Scrag, or I'll get you with a hook, like a regular pirate. Wait, that's That's it. We're pirates, goddammit, so we should think like pirates. A bugger keeping Lamentum waters safe. We'll raid supply shipments to the Guardian outposts along the coast of Aldenard. It's so plain and simple. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. Thank you for your unintended inspiration, Scrag. To think I almost had you fed to the sharks. Alright. Well, I don't know if I like this outcome, but we'll go with it. Guess your meeting with the captain went well. I could hear her cackling all the way out here. Well, whatever you did, thank you for doing it. Last thing we knew was her going on another rampage, ruining deck swabs and leaving us with less meat. It ain't easy playing by the Admiral's rules, but if anyone can find a way, Captain Roswin can. Okay. So we only have a couple quests to go outside. Plus we need to go back to the decks, literally right out there. So I mentioned I get lost easily in LIMSA. I can do Gridania fine. I can do Ul'dah fine. Cannot do this place. Let's go to the Aethernet Plaza. Well, after I load in about an hour. Oh my gosh. I was gonna say, where in the world? Just haven't loaded yet. Welcome to LIMSALOMINSA. If there's all you would like to know, feel free to. You got something for me, you say. A missing persons list? I'm not sure I follow. Thanks for bringing the list. I'll be sure to memorize these names. If any of the missing persons reappear, you can count on me to spot them. Most folk enter the city via the Zephyr Drift, which means they must pass through Bowler Call. That's why I'm on constant watch here and undercover, so as to keep an eye out for suspicious activity. I've been doing this for so long, I've become a pretty good judge of character. If there's a shady character skulking about, you can rest assured I can pick him up. And we've got another quest. I stay the streetlight. Needs help changing the city. Keeping the city a bright and cheery place. Sounds like you're already in the Yellowstone Jacket's good graces. You truly are a model adventurer, a paragon among your fellows. Do you think you could do me a favor? You see, I'm supposed to go and fill up all the street lamps with oil so they'll stay lit through the night, but thanks to this business of missing people, I can't simply up and leave my post. If you could tend to the street lamps in my set, I'd be eternally grateful. Oh, when you finish, please fetch more oil from Cece at the Fisherman's Guild. We're running low here. She has care of our stores. Okay. However, Abelfar is right here. Bismarck wants fresh lamb, does it? Gods, I could do with a slice myself. Fresh out the grill, dripping in its own juices. Sorry, friend, I haven't had a single bite to eat since my shift began. Any road you can get lamb easily enough by hunting the lambs that graze outside the city. Go through the Zephyr Gate and follow the path east and south for a bit. You'll run into the fluffy and tasty critters before long. So, they want us to head on out. However, we now need to deal with some streetlights. Oh my gosh. You know what? We will deal with streetlights next time and hopefully make our way to Gridania. Hopefully. Hopefully. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and or subscribe. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps to keep being content like this. You can find the links for that in the description, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, this is rinimt, signing out.